good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on planet Earth. My name's Jade. This is How to App on iOS. Let's talk about those apps that made me happy in 2020. Buckle yourselves in because it's a list. Howdy daddy do, I hope you're all doing okay. Firstly, say hello as usual to everybody on Facebook. If you do stumble across the channel on Facebook, feel free to come over and join us here on youtube.com/JadeStarr or jump over to howtoapp on iOS.com and you can see the show embedded into the website from there, which is really cool. You can catch up on playlists and all that kind of stuff. You can buy merch, all that kind of stuff from the website. Feel free to click on it because I put a lot of work into it. You can also find all my music there as well, which is cool, I guess. Maybe. Okay, I hope you're all doing well in the chat. Let's say all the hellos as usual. Let's go through the list. Payan Turkey, Danny Broderick, Nina, hello, Benedict Stewart, Dr. Sorders, Deep Gravity, who I caught up with yesterday in real life, folks, and had a very long hot chocolate. How long did we chat for? It was quite a few hours. So that was really cool. I had a great time catching up with you in the flesh, Deep Gravity. Sasha is here as well. I already said Benedict Stewart, did I? Benedict, yes, I did. Scott, hello. Long time no see over on Pete's channel. Tom is here, one of our amazing mods. Scrolling. Pete Johns is here as well. Welcome to you. Thomas Gallane, Andy Goldsby, Stu Cash, Patrick Chandler. The crew is all rolling in. Good times. We're going to have to get into this straight away because there's a lot of stuff. 2.5 hours we hung out for. Man, it went by pretty quick, actually. All right, so what are we doing today? This is my... so look, I hate doing things that are normal and by the book. So people do like 10 apps normally with these list shows. I've never done a list show, I'll be honest. I've always wanted to do a list show, but at the same time hate list shows. Right, hate them with a passion because I don't know, they seem easy like a Sunday morning. So I've mixed things up a bit and I'm going to give you 12 because why not? And I'm going to give you 8 of the apps. So 12 of the best apps to me that have been really cool, game-changing things that I've used a hell of a lot, all came out this year. And I'm going to fill up the other out of 20 with 8 apps that I find essential that may not have come out this year, that may have been around for a long, long time, but things that so we'll start with those. And the first one I'm going to jump into is... Let's go full screen for this. And none of these are in any particular order except for the last app that we talk about because I believe it's the best app of the year. I'm going to do list. Pete's written here. Pete Johns does list shows. And it looks like I'm officially doing list shows as well. So you can't escape it. It just is what it is. Let's go full screen so we can get into this bizzo today. First one I'm going to start with is something I find invaluable. So we're going through the things that I've used over the years that I use nearly almost every day on my iPad. And the first one definitely is Final Touch. Is it Pro? Final Touch Pro. So this is a mastering app. I find this app incredibly beneficial to me, even though we've looked at a bunch of mastering apps like Grand Finale and stuff, and recently the Lursen app. This one just has everything I need. It reminds me of an old desktop app. It reminds me of T-Rex that I used to use on a home computer. When I first built my first studio, I used T-Rex forever. It just reminds me of that. It has everything neatly laid out. It's fantastic. You can save all these tracks that you master, and you can just, whatever you've mastered, you can just click on it and it pops back up. Like, what have we got in here? There's a few Metheus songs in here. Me and My Brain. So this is a song I've written like over the last year. Look at that. That's a sausage in itself because this is not a serious song, a version. It's a horrible mix. Not really a good song to show off because look at that, it's an absolute sausage. Look, I just love this thing. And I'll tell you what, I love it so much. It's one of the reasons that I haven't updated my iPad yet. So we're still sitting on 3.7 iOS because I'm still afraid I'll lose the functionality of it, even though there's been reports of it being okay and all that. I have this fear, but I'm getting over that fear, folks. On January 1st, I have decided to update the last two devices I have here, which is my iPad Pro and my iPhone SE 2020. So I will be updating those to iOS 14.3 because I've seen it looks safe enough now. I normally wait to a .3 before I update. So the only thing I've been holding out on was Final Touch. Losing that would just be an absolute crushing defeat to me because it's that important. The second app we're going to look at, because we're going to try and blister through these ones nice and quickly, is, of course, one of the most expensive ones, is iSymphonic. iSymphonic is something I first purchased in 2017. And it was a hard buy because it cost so much money. And it came with enough sounds to make me very, very happy. There's been a Pain to Get has asked, was there or will there be a Final Touch? There's been a few Final Touch shows, so they're definitely in the list. So if you search through my videos. What can I say about iSymphonic? You know, it's expensive to pay for the initial app. The packs are expensive, especially in Australian dollars. You know, you're looking at between $17 to $26 a pack. So, you know, and as you can see, I think I did a show on Patreon the other day. I don't even still own all the packs. I'm missing 3 of them. But I have nearly all of them, and I've had to pay for these. Like, I didn't just buy all these straight up. It's since 2017, I will buy a pack every 3 months, like a present for myself. Save up the money. It's the best way to do it. If you were going to purchase this and you were wanting to know what packs would probably be the best ones to buy straight off the bat, I can tell you, because I told Stu recently, I think it was. Yep. Now I can't remember which ones it was. It's the Pro Sounds, and I can't remember the other one. It's the Quarter Sounds, this bottom one here, because you get a whole lot of really cool strings. You get a good variation of stuff with those 2 packs, and that'll keep you going for ages. So if you are considering getting this, those are definitely the 2 I would go with, because as you can see here, let's quickly have a look. I can show status here and show installed only. Once we do that, the Pro, you get run through them legato orchestral strings, French horns, 4 sets of 5 sets of French horns, all brass, 2 sets of all brass, open French horns, bassoon, cello and English horn, full brass and strings, Baroque ensemble 2, 5 Baroque ensembles and 2 Baroque orchestras. And the other one, you get a nice mix of stuff. Horns and strings, reeds and strings, low strings and horns, solo violin, low strings, a whole bunch of movie orchestras. So you get like 7 movie orchestras, a ballade strings, so we've got sonata strings, solo pizzicato, is that how you say it? I don't know. And you get this one, this classic orchestra 2, which is fantastic. I use that for so much. Medium-sized strings. So they're a good. And lightning to USB 3. There we go. So that's that. Let's jump into the next one. I'm going to try and keep on target. Audio Share. If you don't have Audio Share, you're bonkers. Get it. Use it. It's really cool. I haven't done a show on it. Pete's done so many shows on it. It's fantastic for, you can store photos in there, you can zip files in there, all your musical stuff. You can transport stuff using the Wi-Fi from computer and back. use it as a voice recorder. There's so much you can do with this app. It integrates with AUM. Really fantastic for that. Can't recommend it enough. It's not that expensive. That's one thing I don't have up here is prices for this stuff, but I can look at it quickly, which is cool. What are we? Audio share. It's probably like $5, is it? Something like that. US audio share is $4. So if you don't have it, definitely get it. It'll change the way you share your music. Another one that's very similar. Hello, Joey, who's just come into the chat. Good to see you. Is there anyone that I've missed while I ramble through these? No, I don't think so. So these are 8 apps that I use every single day, without a doubt. They're just continuous. So the next one is very similar to Audio Share, and it is Documents by Readal. It's free. It's fantastic. It does nearly all the same stuff as Audio Share. It plays videos. You can actually separate now audio from videos in there. You can connect a computer up to it. You can connect your iCloud up to it. You can store files. You can get into all your photos from here. It is just damn good. As you can see here, I have even all my sharing things like Box, Dropbox, OneDrive, Google Documents, all connected to this as well. You can connect everything up to this app. It's a great little storage app. It connects beautifully between multiple phones or iOS devices. Can't recommend it enough. It's free. Grab it. It'll make you happy. Trust me on that. The next app that I'm going to look at, how's it going, Cold Acre? Good to see you. Welcome to the chat. Is something that I actually owned for ages on my iPad and never really used it until this year. And I only started using it because of this show, because I was showing apps each day. And now I use it virtually every day. And it is by the same makers of Audio Share. It is AUM. Now, here's the thing with AUM. I looked at AUM for the longest time. I was a user of Audio Bus. Now, these are two very similar apps, but I refused to jump away from Audio Bus onto AUM because I had this preconceived notion that AUM was only for people who created electronic music. And boy, was I absolutely wrong on that. Absolutely. It has proven to be an incredible app with so much depth to it. I mean, you can connect it up to other doors. You can connect up keyboards to it. You can play guitar through it. You can set up audio chains of mastering. You could master an album in it. It is just an absolutely incredible app. You can save setups. Like I have one here that I did from a show. Where are we? Files, sessions. I mean, you can record stuff in here, then import it into GarageBand. Where is it? I think it's this one called How to App. This is something I did in a show. If you saw the show, and look, I just saved it, and look, you just click it, and it opens up all this stuff and brings in all these apps that I attach to it. Like you've got Synth One in here. So much stuff. It is just absolutely wonderful. Did I see Bubba ask, AUM is a massive install. Why is it so big? I don't know. Is it big? I've never looked at how big it is. I'm curious now that you've brought that up. Let's have a look. How big is it? That's what she said. AUM. Will it find it this way? 4.7 meg. Oh, you're having a laugh, aren't you? You're having a laugh. Come on. Am I reading that right? Look, it's a game changer. It definitely is a game changer. So, I mean, look at all this stuff I've got in here. I've got Strummer, I've got iSymphonic, and it's only taking up 25% of the background resources. And there's, when I hit play, so when I hit play, it goes up to 34. What's going on here? I don't know what that is. But there you go. So it is just incredible. Yeah, you must be confused, Bubba. What's going on, man? What's going on? But you can play guitar through this. You can do so much. It's just, I was wrong. I'm happy to be wrong. I love being wrong. You know, being wrong, making mistakes is absolutely valuable to you, as we go over many times on this show, because, you know, let's close out a bunch. I'm just opening so many apps here, which is ridiculous. So there's going to be problems if I keep doing that. All right, so the next one is, of course, I can't go without it. It is GarageBand. It's GarageBand. It's fantastic. What can I say? It's so many uses. You can create songs in it. You can do live gigs in it. See, I'm doing a live gig on New Year's Eve, and I have a whole set list prepared in GarageBand. So here are all the songs I'm going to be singing. So you can use it as for a live set. There's all my songs. What can you say about GarageBand? And it's free, man. It's free. You know, and for all the shortcomings people say, and I've said in the past as well, that we wish it would do this and we wish it would do that. And, you know, there are other doors that do a lot more. I've used it to create amazing music, and many of you all have. You know, and it's a testament to just go and listen to the Indigo Sunsets. That's all I will say. Go and listen to Gary Hubbs. Go and listen to Pete Johns. Go and listen to the amazing artists that have created music and continue to with this fantastic app. It is brilliant. It is GarageBand. If you don't have it, you're bonkers. You need to be put in a room filled with foam. All right? It is what it is. So I'm going to change things up a bit. Hello, Russ. Welcome to the chat. I'm going to shift away from music because this app is possibly the most used app on my device. It gets used at least 20 to 30 times a day, and it is called Over. It's got a full name, Over Photo Editor or something like that. As you can see, everything in here, basically all my shows, all my images for my shows are done in here. Every day I use it to do all my artwork, album covers. Yesterday on Pete's show, he did his new song, Murdering Time. And at the end of his show, he said in the chat, throwing off, would I do a album cover with a clock being murdered? And in 10 minutes time, using this, I came up with this and sent it to Pete. I don't know if he's going to use it or not, but there you go. There's a hand crushing a clock and it's bleeding. That's how amazing Over is. It's got a subscription. I know subscriptions suck. I hate paying it, but I've paid for it now for 2 years. And you pay the yearly price. They let you import thousands of, just to show you, you can import your own fonts. So if I click on this font here, just to show you one really cool thing here. Hang on, let's do this because I don't want to ruin this. I'll just hold down on it. We'll duplicate it. Okay. Click on it. And if I click on one of these fonts, I've imported so many fonts, folks. It's because I pay the subscription. They allow you to import fonts. Plus you get a massive font library. Look at all these fonts I have down here. I mean, I have so many fonts. There's like 500 fonts. Some of them I've made myself. Some of them I've imported. It's just, you know, I love Over so much. I can't praise it enough. It is absolutely the sickest app you can get for design. It doesn't have all the functionality. It's like a Photoshop, very, very light. Let's discard the changes to that and close it down. And just on a side note, I do use it in conjunction with this app called Pixelmator, only because Pixelmator can do a few things that Over can't. So they both kind of complement each other. So, yeah. Thank you very much for the cover. I think it took me 12 minutes to make that. So, Probably a bit longer. It was about 18 minutes. But who's counting? Yeah. So that's graphic apps, you know, and this show just isn't about music apps. It's about art. It's about video, because all these things you need to have your head around to make music, to make creative things. You need to be able to create covers to go with the amazing music that you make and put all that effort in, you know. And with apps like that, it just makes it so much easier. So I've done shows on Over if you want to go and check out Over. Nearly all of these apps that we're looking at today, I have done shows on, and you can chase them up. Lumafusion, yes, of course. Lumafusion is fantastic. Again, costs money, has an optional subscription. It is fantastic. I mean, this is a video clip I made using this, which is here on the YouTube page. And you can see how I made this here. It's just an amazing app. I mean, to make all the text, just do that crazy animation there. Just fantastic. I can't praise it enough. So if you're using something like, you know, and there's lots of video editing apps out there, so don't think that you need this. I've done other shows on video editing apps, so there's quite a few. And if you're just using iMovie, that's all good too. You just use the things that make you happy. These are the things that make me happy. If you are wanting to up your game a little bit, and you're on iMovie, seriously, just look at Lumafusion. How many hours did that in edit? So that was probably about 2 hours. Because and it sounds like not a long period of time, because it's not. Because the beautiful thing, and Pete will attest to this, you can create templates for a lot of your texts, right? And you can save these templates for texts and animations and stuff. So you just have them on any time on tap. Just click them. And if it's an animation that looks really cool, you just save it as a template, and you can just drag them in each time. And once you get enough really cool templates, and it's like sometimes I'll just sit there and make animated texts and try and make animated transitions. I'm not even making a video, and I'll just save them as a template, so you've got them on tap. It's if you've got nothing to do, you're not feeling creative, and you can do these things in GarageBand too, right? Like I've done it with a whole bunch of metal drums. I've gone and made a whole bunch of basic metal drums and then saved it as a project. So whenever I'm starting a metal track, I can just open my metal template, grab the drums, paste them in, and then build on top of it. So building templates when you're not creating is a really cool thing to do. And it keeps your mind ticking over when you got nothing to create, because you can't be creating all the time. It just doesn't work that way. Next. Tonebridge. It's free. If you don't own Tonebridge in your guitar, you are a guitarist. What the hell is wrong with you? You need help. You need your head read. It's really simple to use. It's got fantastic tones. I've done a couple of shows on it. I'm just plugging in a guitar because I should have had it organized. You can create pedal boards and all this kind of stuff, and just plug in your guitar. Oh, and you're good to go, man. Let's give it some volume, yeah. Freaking awesome. Tonebridge is the shit. And if you're looking for something free, can't afford something like Bios FX, get on it, because it's easy to use. You can use it as an AUV3. Happy days. Exactly, Coldacre. Filthy as alright, so the last one out of these 8 apps that I use virtually every day is a DAW. It's one of my favorite DAWs. You all probably know what it is if you follow my channel. It is Aurea Pro. And we all have different tastes with DAWs. A lot of people like Cubases. A lot of people like GarageBand. I like Aurea. Why do I like Aurea? Because it reminds me of what I used to use on a computer. It reminds me of Pro Tools, and that's what I grew up with, playing music for over 35 years and recording in studios, and this is just what I'm used to. And it's got all those gadgets, all the little knobs, and we all love knobs. All the things that make me happy are in this wonderful app. Is it perfect? No. Is it constantly updated? Yep. Rim, who's the developer of this, constantly cares about it and tries to do updates to keep it up to date. I just love this app so much. But the other thing is I use it in conjunction with GarageBand so much. It is just unbelievable. They work hand in hand for me. I create a lot of drums in GarageBand. Then I import them over here and use Drumagog to make the drums sound so much better. And you can just create some amazing music in this. But each to their own. These are just my favorites. All right, let's get into 2020 now. So we're at the halfway mark. I've done actually pretty good. We're at the halfway mark. I've only got 12 more to get through, yeah? Pressure. All right, so remember, these are in no particular order. They are a mix of things that I find interesting. And there's quite a few apps on here that are a bit outside the box because I like shit that is outside the box. It just is what it is. I like to create off-the-wall music, but then I like to create commercial music, metal. You guys know what... anything that's... Alex Backus has asked, where is more cowbell? Well, just for you, man.
I gotta have more cowbell.
There it is. It didn't make the list, unfortunately, but it's always on my iPad. All right. If you don't have more cowbell on your iPad, what the hell is wrong with you? All right. All right, cool. We're going to kick off with, so again, as I said, no particular order. Let's do a search for it because I've got too many apps on here. Fundamental, man. This is like a noise generator. It's, to me, this is mind-blowing. I love it. It is really cool. I've got to remember how to use it because I haven't done it for a while. Yeah, we got to set some triggers. What am I doing? There we go. It is the shit. It is awesome for creating textures, noise, frequencies, really crazy pads, interesting things underneath any style of music for creating horror soundscapes, all this kind of stuff. Heinbach, the amazing artist who is just an electronic genius, who is coming on the show for an interview in February, is one of the brains behind this. Okay, so it's going to be really awesome to have him on the show. That's in February, folks. We're having Heinbach on the show. It's going to be awesome. And we'll be talking about this app because I just find it so deep, so amazing. And it's just what I love, man. What I love is what it is. So that is Fundamental. How much is Fundamental? Let's have a look at how much it is. I should have been doing prices, but I thought it's just going to hold up the show. And you all have, you're all most likely on devices at the moment to do a search. Fundamental, why can't I find it? There it is. It's $20 US. So it's an expensive app, but it's got a lot of depth. If it's something that you're interested in, and you know how to use this site that I'm on, App Sliced, you can actually do this. You can click on it. This is really handy on this site. You can actually set an alert. See here, we have set alert. So you can click on this little button here and set an alert for how much, and it'll alert you when it drops to the price that you want it to drop to. So you could, you know, drop it down $5. You can go into your message alerts. I think, am I signed in? I haven't done it for a while. That's probably not what I wanted to do. At least my password's not showing there. Good shit. But yeah, so you can set alerts and all that stuff. So that's really cool. Fundamentals $20. Let's go into what is next. Where are we? Oh man, here we go. So it was right there in front of me. I didn't need to pull down. Pull down. It is 4 Pockets Midi Strummer. Now, the reason this is in the list and why I think it's an absolute game changer, and again, in no particular order, because I play a lot of acoustic guitar and I can't be bothered miking up a guitar a lot of the time, and I like to use the guitars in GarageBand. But as we know, GarageBand have not updated the virtual guitars for the longest time. I've been desperate for something to replace those acoustic guitars, and this, man, it does that. And not only does it do that, you can strum across here. There's a whole lot of sound fonts you can add in here as well. There's pianos. There's so many different things you can add in here. This is called Midi Strummer by 4 Pockets. It is absolutely amazing. I love this app so much. And as you can see here, when I scroll down, you can actually go in here and pick from many, many other instruments, which is jazz guitars, all this kind of stuff. So you've got instruments here as well, pianos, glockenspiels. Look at them all. So many more instruments here, even a trombone, and scroll back up. Are we going to work for that? Probably not. Where am I? I'm getting lost now. I've got to turn on. Yes. So you can use it as a MIDI controller as well. So you can use it in AUM to control other apps. You can connect it to a MIDI controller. Oh my God, there's so many uses for this app. It is just 4 Pockets are absolutely amazing. Paul at 4 Pockets is brilliant. He continues to make fantastic apps. Let me just go back here because you want to know how much this sucker is. And look, Scott's written in the chat here, Midi Strummer, new rack, slow-mo effects, all 4 Pockets. So they're in a bundle. So it's a deal. I haven't included new rack. All right. I haven't included new rack. There's a reason for it. It's so big. I just haven't got my head completely around it yet. I will be doing it in the new year. But if you haven't looked at it, go and look at new rack. Really, just go and have a look at it. Midi Strummer actually came from within new rack. A lot of 4 Pockets apps, recent apps, have come from sections within new rack. New rack is a multi effects. It's everything. It's so many things in one app, and these little individual things that Paul's put in new rack have become standalone things like Strummer. So if you haven't checked it out, I haven't got it on the list just because there's only so many hours in the day. So that was, I'm supposed to be looking for the price here, Strummer. So there it is. It's on sale at the moment. It's $6. And it is a beautiful addition to your GarageBand if your acoustic guitars or your sounds are feeling like they're dead, like most of us feel like with the guitars. G'day, Ocean in Space. Welcome to the chat. Thank you very much, Alex Backus, for the sticker. Very, very much. I need to give you another. I owe you now.
I gotta have more cowbell.
So you get more cowbell for that. More cowbell. Did Alex say he's going as well? Did I miss the chat, or is he already gone? I don't have my glasses on. I'm stupid today. And he's gone. So he's gone. Oh no, he's still here. Have a good sleep if you're going. All right, let's get on to the next app because look, there was a really hard choice because there's been a whole lot of really good reverb apps out this year. And I went with something a little bit off the wall because that's how I'm going to roll always. And I have chosen for... Oh, let me plug this in. We'll open up AUM for this. The next one on the list is... Let me just grab a mic. Is that one? Do we have a mic? Or do I not have a mic? Oh, it's not plugged in. Here's a mic. Hello. Ooh. I've got distortion on here. That would be because... Let's close some of these apps. There we go. Because we've got a few too many apps open. We'll close Cowbell. We'll close GarageBand. Okay, so we've got a mic here, which I've got on now. And this app is called... Let me do a search for it. It is called Velvet Machine. And here it is. Let me turn off this microphone. Oh, man. It's incredible for so many different things, so many applications. The way it actually works and its unique set of reverbs and the way you can manipulate it is absolutely fantastic. You can use it as just a normal reverb app. You can, as you can see, there's reversing and there's a whole lot of complexity to it. So I can't recommend this app enough. It is definitely an app that I've used in a whole bunch of stuff that I'm working on at the moment on a couple of noise projects that I'm working on. It is super cool, and its price, the Velvet Machine, do a search, it's $8. So it's an $8 app, and I just love it. I think it's a game changer. I think it's interesting, and that's what I want from apps. But that's just me, because remember, all of these things are in my opinion, okay? So let's jump down to the next app. It is something that I never thought I would be interested in, but I have been using this quite a bit, and it is an app called Agonizer. But this is really, really cool. So this is a combination. So Jacob Hack is behind this as well. I just love the look of the interface. There is so much depth to this thing. It is so beautifully created. It is a gorgeous looking app. When it first came out, people complained that it was monophonic, and it was like, you know what? Suck the big one. It doesn't matter, man. If it was polyphonic, they would probably melt the freaking iPad, and it doesn't need to be because it's a bass. It is bass, man. All right. So, this is something that I never thought I would get into, but I've just found so many uses for it. As I've said earlier, all of these apps I've done shows on, so you can go back and look into them. How much is this app? The Agonizer. It is on sale at the moment, I do believe, if I remember correctly. So it's half price at the moment, from $20 down to $10 USD. It'll probably be for about another 6 days because the App Store's frozen at the moment and everything's kind of on sale. Everything that went on sale before, just before Christmas, stays on sale until the App Store reopens. How do you do, Metal Hippie? Welcome to you. Good to see you. Oh, God, I was going to do this if I saw you today. What is it? Let's see. Hey, oh yeah.
Hey, Metal Hippie, what's going on, man? Really good to see you. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, welcome to the room, Metalhead Hippie. If you haven't checked out Metalhead Hippie's channel, make sure you do it. Yeah, yeah.
Alrighty, so enough of that stupidity. Supposed to be looking at apps, yeah? Supposed to be looking at apps. All right, so what is next? This is something this is an app that has blown me away this year. It is one of my favorite apps. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it so much. It is, once I can find it here on my ridiculous list of apps at the moment, I can't even see it. It's called Mononoke. I love this app. I think this app is so much fun. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent completely lost in this app, just with headphones on, laying on my bed with my iPad on my lap. Absolutely brilliant app. I love it. I love apps that just think so outside the box and can take you to different places that you may not think music can go to. And I try to implore people all the time, even if you're doing like a pop song, a rock song, a metal song, an avant-garde noise song, a dance song, try these different apps, things like this, to add something different that makes your song that little bit unique. Don't be afraid to step out of that hot shower out into the cold, because it's the things that make or break your music. It's the things that make and break your individuality. It's the things that these things make people pay attention to you, and you forever grow from doing things like that. Rukasan, welcome along. Is that how I say it? I don't know. I'm an Aussie, you have to forgive me. So look, what can I say? I think this app is beautiful. I think it's brilliant. I think it's creative. If it's up your alley, grab it because it is cool. It is Mononoke. Mononoke, and it's $9. So a lot of the stuff I'm looking at today is paid. because sometimes it just costs money, and not everything is free, and a lot of the free apps have been covered so many other places because there is let's face it, there's always a need for free apps. People always will go for free apps before anything else. Next app we are going to jump over to is, this has been out for a little while. Why are you telling me that I need to go to the store? I don't need to go to the store. I own all of these things. Restore purchases. Let's see. Is this a problem with the latest update? Download waiting. Maybe I can't show you this. It's saying I need to download. So there might have been an update. Let's see. What's downloading? All right, so it's downloading. Maybe it needs to... Oh, man, that sucks. So the reason this has made it into 2020, even though it's been out for a fair while, is it was recently updated with all these brand new instruments. So these Swarm instruments, the Geo Violin, the flute, we have the saxophone, the cello, clarinet, and the oboe. These things are absolutely fantastic. The Swarm instruments are absolutely killer, and they've really just blown GeoShred out of the water. I mean, I really liked GeoShred when I first got it, but I found it a little bit limited because it was just guitars. It just felt like a kind of guitar kind of thing. So, are all purchases restored? I think so. So it looks like we do have it working. Where are my instruments? Why are they not? Where are they not showing? There we go. Clarinets. Oh, so I've lost all my instruments for some reason. There we go. One of my favorite things on here is the what's beautiful about it is you don't need to even be talented, man. You can I'm just putting my hand anywhere. Love it so much. It is just an absolutely beautiful app with so many beautiful sounds. And we had Jordan Rudess on the show, who's behind this app, the keyboard player from Dream Theater, which was an absolute dream for me to have this year. And to see him play it on the show, I'm sure you'll agree, was just off tap. It was brilliant. So damn cool. So that's GeoShred. I'm not sure of its sale at the moment. Is it on sale? GeoShred. I know some instruments are on sale. Yep. So GeoShred's on sale for $14.99. I think the saxophone sound, one of the sounds is on sale for like one of the plugins is on sale for really cheap for like $3.99, just for you to grab and trial and give it a go. Where all the other plugins are quite a bit expensive. That's the thing with it, but you get what you pay for at the end of the day, as they say. The next app we're going to look at as we are running, thought I would get it all in nice and fast, is MoodUnits, and I can't open it up here. MoodUnits is an incredibly amazing app, and the price of it is so cheap. Just gonna look at that first. MoodUnits. So it's $5, right? And it's got a whole bunch of in-app purchases, and each set of instruments are like $1.99 or something like that. They are so cheap. So cheap, and there is so much depth to this app. If we throw open as quick as we can, AUM, and bring in an instance of MoodUnits. And it's just recently had an update yesterday with another collection of 2 sets of instruments. I think it was maybe 1 or 2. And as you can see here, look at all these instruments on the side here. So when these are all like $1 each one of these, when you open them up, there is just a pile of stuff in each one of them. So you've got saxes, sound effects, guitars, clean electric guitars. And let's connect the keyboard. And the beautiful thing about this, I think this is the newest pack down here. I can't recommend this, and you know, we just don't have enough time to go through all of these things. There's strings, brass. There are so many amazing sounds in here, and it's dirt cheap for what you get. It is a fantastic app, and Rob, who develops this, is constantly, like every month or so, releasing new packs. He's just on it, and we're going to take a look at this possibly next week and go through, because since I did the look at this app, there's been like about 8 new packs added to it. So it's got so much depth. I love it. I think it's brilliant. I can't love it enough. The next app we have in here is called Gauss, however you want to call it. It is a field tape player recorder. Really, really cool. I can load it up here. Let's quickly throw it up here. Why am I not finding it? There we are. I can add a microphone to this and just start recording. So let's quickly throw in a microphone. Is my mic working? Hello? Why not working? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Hey. Looks like my microphone's decided to stop working. That's really cool of it. Let's see if it's because I've got anything open. Could be that. Or whatever. Hello. I don't know why it's not coming through. If you want to check it out, so what it is a field recorder. If I can, let's see if I can. Do I have my guitar still plugged in? Let's just import something into here. I love live streams. Yeah, live streams rock. Let's see if I can just add in some music quickly from Audio Share. We'll throw in what's something was sitting here. So let's throw in Indigo Sunsets. Won't let me do that. Oh, it's a zip file. Whoops. There we go. But I've lost sound. Maybe it's my interface. Let's try rebooting it. Good times. Love it. Love my interface. No. It looks like I've lost sound for the rest of the show. Yeah. I'm not even getting... Oh, there we go.
I'm stumbling in the dark, light flames without a spark.
Happy days. See you, Joey. I will get this wrapped up as soon as possible. I've only got a few more. I don't know why that's disappearing from here. There we go. So what you can do with this is you can hit record.
Leave the past behind. I've been drinking on my own and I'm sinking like a stone. Leave the past behind.
You can take all sorts of sounds and absolutely mangle them up, reverse them, do some crazy stuff with them. It's an absolutely cracking app, man. It is so damn cool. You can do so many cool things with this app. So definitely recommend a Gauss, however you like to say it. I think it's beautiful. We're going to head to another 4Pockets app now. So we've only got a couple more to go. And this one, take care, Metalhead Hippie. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I'll probably see you on your show soon. Where are we? We are looking at, and if I can find it, where are you? It's somewhere here. Why can't I find it? It is Midi Mixer by 4Pockets. Once again, this thing is amazing. You can create 24 channels. You can create these amazing templates in AUM. So you can create, this is a game changer to me. You can create a mix desk in AUM and it's all synced up. You can change all the volume and it auto populates 12 tracks underneath here. And as you can see, if I change the volume, are we at the start? There we go. So when I change the volume here and the second track, you can automate everything in this MIDI Mixer app. Again, another 4Pockets app that is absolutely sick. Paul just keeps smashing out these amazing apps. I don't know how he's going to top 2020 for amazing apps because he has just killed it this year. So that is MIDI Mixer. It is on sale, I do believe, at the moment. I could be wrong, but I want to make sure. AUM Midi. No, so it's not on sale, but it's $7. There you go. So the next one on the list, I'm not going to play this. Oh yeah, Russ has pointed out he's got a new synth coming. Isn't that the joke, though? I thought that was the ongoing joke. So the next one here, I'm not really going to sample because I don't have my bass connected at the moment, but I can. Let's just do it because it's right here. Because we have to look after our people who are into their bass, because bass is an important instrument just as much as a guitar is. Let's see if I can make sure it's all connected. And if you haven't guessed already, this is Mammoth. Hopefully I can get it working without too many issues here. Can't remember how to add the input. Where do I do it? Geez, it's been such a long time since I actually opened it up in here. Maybe I should open it up in... Can I do that? I can probably do that. Let's close it out. Let's close a bunch of these things out and go to AUM. Because you can open up everything in AUM. Yeah? Because AUM is just that good. There we go. Let's select number 2. So we got some bass. Good shit. And I'm pretty sure Mammoth isn't. Is it? There it is. So here's Mammoth. Make sure I've got some volume there. awesome for sick distortion sounds. You've got this crazy growl button and drive buttons. Anyway, it is face melting, it is brutal, it is Mammoth. I love it so much. Let's unplug that. Throw my bass over there. Okie dokie, so we've only got a couple more. Just going to plug. Oh, I don't want to ruin your hearing with my plugging in and out, which I probably have already done once or twice. Let's shut this down. You probably know where I'm heading next. If I'm grabbing a guitar, yes. Bias FX. Bias FX is, to me, it's sick. It's awesome. It's brutal. It has some of the sickest guitar sounds. So many patches. Why am I getting that sound through here? I know why. Shot 2. There we go, that's better. And now we want channel 2. So this sound is actually set to Enter Sandman. That's pretty bleak. Bias effects. It's expensive. It costs $100 to unlock Australian. So it's definitely not up everybody's alley. So it definitely is an expensive app. But if it's something that you want to get serious about and you want to outlay the money for it, I can highly recommend it. I use it constantly. I think it's absolutely sick. It creates some really brutal sounds. But if you don't have the money to do that, then you can always just go and keep using Tonebridge for free, because Tonebridge is sick. And I'm going to go now with the app, in my opinion, of the year, the best app. It has to be, without a doubt. Let's load it up. I don't have a drum roll. My drums aren't connected. Let's grab a mic in here. Yo, 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 yo. Hey, 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 hey. Cool. So I've got this mic connected now. Let's bring up the volume a bit. I won't need to do the volume in a sec. You've probably already guessed what it is. It is MixBox by IK Multimedia. It is absolutely sick. I've used it so much in the last couple of weeks. It has some issues still with GarageBand. They still haven't updated it, but it's only for a few presets. But as you can see, bang, just with a click of the button, I can add so much texture to my voice straight away. The amount of plugins on this app, absolutely sick. Yeah, yeah. You can use it for guitar. You can use it for vocals. You can use it for so many cool things. MixBox is off the charts. I'm not sure how much it's going for at the moment. It still could be at the introductory price. Let's do a quick search. MixBox. Oh yeah, baby. It's got some amazing guitar sounds you can create on it. So yeah, it's still on sale at $39.99. There's 70 amazing high quality plugins in this thing. It is super slick. The amount of things you can do with it. Let's get off the microphone now and get back to this one. If you're a guitarist, if you're a keyboard player, a bass player, drummer, a vocalist, any instrument, there's patches in here that'll help your sound, that'll just boost everything. Everything's really high quality. It's well worth the money. If you think about it, $40 American, and you're getting 70 really high quality plugins, effects. It's way under $1 per plugin. And you can use huge combinations of them within a patch here. So I just think it's the app of the year, and it's only going to get better because apparently they're looking at adding in a brain fart. Adding in a guitar effect. What's it called? Not a limiter.
I need more coffee.
So there's a whole lot of more noise gate. Thank you, Bubba. A noise gate. They're looking at adding a tuner, hopefully, as well for guitar. It's going to just get better and better. So if you haven't bought it yet, and you're considering something that is broad and across a lot of things, it's the thing to get, in my opinion. Remember, in my opinion. So, your results may absolutely vary. And to close out today's show, I just want to say thank you to all of the developers in the last 6 months of me running this show who have so kindly given me free codes to give away to all of you guys. Like, without them, and so many of you have won codes. I'm so happy and thankful that you've been able to win some of these apps that we've looked at this year. Without the developers, we wouldn't have all this really cool stuff. So, I can't thank them enough. And I want to close out. The last thing I want to say is, I want to say who I think is the developer of the year. And it definitely, in my opinion, is Paul from 4 Pockets. Paul is an amazingly down-to-earth person, somebody you can communicate with, really easy with. He's a musician himself. He actually listens to musicians, talks to them, and creates things that people may need. And they have a very similar interface. A lot of people may complain about the interface, saying it's boring. I don't give a shit. If they all look the same to me, it makes it less stuff I have to think about and more ease of use because I'm familiar with what it looks like. So to me, that's a really big plus. He's released so many amazing apps this year. Just having a look, and I don't even have all of them, There's so many more I should have. But when you click and go into 4 Pockets, look at all these apps. And you can get them in bundles as well. So he has them all packaged up in bundles. I do have a hell of a lot of them. He's got some amazing apps. So if you haven't looked at his apps, go through. You'll find something really cool for yourself. He's covered all spectrums of music. I think he's the developer of the year, and I thank him very much, as I do all the developers who've looked after me this year, looked after you guys, because without them, we wouldn't make fantastic music. So I am sorry this show has gone long. Sorry, Joey. I did try and push hard through to make sure I covered everything I could just to show you all. If you've liked any of these apps, I will go back and put links to the videos I've done on them over the next few hours. Links to where you can buy them in the description. I haven't done it yet because I wanted to keep it all a big surprise and all that stuff. Please click like, and remember we're doing a giveaway tomorrow on the show. We're doing a rant, end of year rant with Dan Baker. So go back to yesterday's video if you want a chance to win Synthscaper or Synthscaper LE and leave a comment on that video because we're giving away those tomorrow. And then on New Year's Eve for you guys, I'm doing a live performance of my entire new album for New Year's. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Please, let me do this quickly because I feel incredibly bad that I've gone over time. Copy. Please head over to Joey's channel where he's doing How to Song right now. I've just put in the chat Joey's channel. Go and check him out. Support him as well. Thanks for all your support, everybody. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow with Dan Baker. Oh yeah, it is going to be awesome. was 220.